In this video, you're going to learn to use Microsoft Excel to calculate the mean, the median, and the mode. The first thing you'll need to do is get a copy of Excel. All of that is provided in the orientation week in the software page. What you'll do is you'll enter a set of data, and you'll see that I have entered my set of data here in this column that I've called N. And to enter data, you just simply click on the cell and then type a number and it enters. Now to delete it, you just click back to the cell, which is what each individual little square that you see is called, and you delete it or simply clear the cell. Now, in order to calculate things, I'm going to do a couple of things. I'm going to show you first of all how to sum a series of numbers. So notice that down here in the left hand corner of my screen, I have highlighted some different things that we're going to calculate. The first thing we're going to do is the sum, and I want my answer to be in the cell that I have clicked and where that's highlighted here with the black box around it. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to my toolbar, and you'll notice that you see this auto sum in the top right hand corner. You have to be very careful when you do this, because if you don't do it just right, you're always going to auto sum. But if you want to click auto sum, all you do is click the little drop down arrow and then click sum. And then notice that all of this information here is highlighted. So I need to scroll back up just a little bit so that I can see that. Now notice too that I could simply just choose these 5 numbers, and if I did that, I would just hit enter. So what happens that I did here, if you look, I have a number that's 538. We know the sum is lots larger than that, but when I click on it, here is my answer down at the bottom of the screen, but up here in the top is what I'm summing. I'm summing from B, which is here, okay, and then B3 to B9. So B3 is right here and B9 is down here. So I'm not summing the whole thing. Now I want to correct that and sum the whole column. So I just click back down on it again and click delete. It's as simple as that. And then I just click sum. I verify that this is the right thing to sum, and then I hit the enter button on my computer, and this gives me the sum total of all those numbers as 1,535. Now to find the mean, I don't have to do anything any more difficult than what we just did. Alright, the mean again, remember, is the sum total, which we've already found, divided by the number of things that we have. So to do that, just by clicking the button, I'm going to click the down arrow again, and I will see average, which is the same thing as the mean. But now notice it includes my sum there. So I need to change it. So to do that, I'm just going to go up here and highlight this and drag it down that column so that it doesn't include the sum total, and then hit enter. So the mean is 73.09524. Now notice this. I can, with my computer, round this to the nearest place that I want to. Let's say I want to round it to tenths place. So to do that, I go up here and you see these two right here. All of these will generally format the cell the way that you enter numbers. If I wanted it to be a dollar amount, which I don't, it would be there. A percent, it would calculate there. And if you're going to calculate percentage, you're going to be entering numbers that are less than 0. I'm sorry, less than 1. But in order to change that and round it, this says, if you want to see which is which, we'll highlight here, just scroll over it, and it says Show more precise values by showing more decimal places. Well, I don't want to do that. Okay, I want to show less precise. So every time I click it, I'm going to take off a place. There we go. So notice that when I increase this, notice down here at my mean, when I increase it, it goes back to the 0.095. When I decrease it, because the 9 is 5 or more, it adds to it and it becomes 0.1. Okay, so the mean for this, rounded to the nearest tenths place, is 73 and 1/10. Now, what is the median? The median means I'm going to rank order my numbers. I'm going to find out what number is exactly in the middle. And if there isn't a middle number, then I'm going to take the two numbers that are in the middle and find the average of the two. But now my computer will do that for me simply by clicking, and notice median is not there. So I click more functions. Now, it's here because I typed it, but if it's not, you simply type the name of the function up here and click go, and it will find what you want. So there's median, so I'm going to click the OK. Now, this is what I have to do. I have to tell the computer what I want to find the mean of. So all I'm going to do is go over here, and I'm going to, not the mean, I'm sorry, the median of. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to highlight that column again, and notice what it did to my thing here. In my text box, it's got B2 column B22. So it's going in column B, cell 2, down to column B, cell 22. And then I'm going to click OK. And when I do that, the median is 78. All right, let's just check that out. I'm going to copy these numbers, and I'm going to go over here and I'm going to paste these numbers. Okay, and then I hit escape, so they're gone. Now I'm going to sort these numbers. So in order to do that, I go right back up to the upper right hand corner. I'm just checking because I don't believe that's right. So I'm going to sort from largest to smallest because I want the largest number at the top. And when I click that button, it sorted my numbers. Now, so if you count the numbers, you'll see that you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 numbers. So one of those numbers, if you divide that by 2, 21 divided by 2 is 10.5. So I'm going to go to the 11th number. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and this is the 11th. And I'm going to color that in. Now let's count below. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 78 is the number that is in the middle. Now the mode, now that we've got this rank ordered, we can look very easily and see that the mode to this column is going to be 78 also. So because there are 1, 2, 3, 4 78s. But let's go back down here to my mode box, and I'm going to click on my drop down arrow and more functions, and then I'm going to type in MODE for mode and click go. And it takes me to mode, and I'm going to click OK. Now it says B24 and 25. That's not what I want. I want to go up here from B2 down to B22, and then I hit enter. See, it's right here again, and I hit enter, and it happens that my median and mode are the same thing. But notice that when you look at this list of numbers, your median is the middle number, your mode is the same thing, and your mean is just a little bit smaller. So what that tells you is that the difference between the top number and the middle number is a whole lot less than the median between than the difference between the median and the bottom number. Because if you took 100 minus 78, you get 22. 78 minus 20 is 58. So there's a larger range of numbers between those two. So that tells us that the dispersion is a whole lot wider than what the median and the mode would be. Okay, now I'm going to stop this video and you'll have an opportunity to do an activity in a little bit later.